Alright, ladies and gentlemen, RFB Shard here to share my thoughts with you on the recent Doom beta. Now, the footage you're seeing in the background is taken from my first match I played on the Doom beta. I'm just getting used to the game, having a little roam around, but I'm going to share my thoughts with you on it. Sort of a pros and cons type scenario. So we're going to head up with the cons first. Now, there is some issues with this game when it comes to balancing. Some of the weapons are a lot more powerful than others. I'm not sure if that was intentional or if that was just a fuck up that was made. Because the assault rifle, which is the standard weapon you're seeing me use right now, is not that great compared to something like the super shotgun, which is the secondary that my character has, and I will start using later on, and you'll see that it's a lot easier to get kills with that, because even at medium ranges, the shotgun does more damage per shot than the assault rifle does, considering the amount of time you have to use the assault rifle in order to get a kill. So it's a balancing thing. Same with the sniper rifle that they've got in here called the Vortex rifle. Now, a lot of people use that. It has a charge up cycle before it becomes lethal. So a lot of people were playing that fine and it wasn't an issue, but I have seen it abused. In a couple of games I saw players who were getting shots ridiculously quickly and always getting headshots, which was, I don't know if that was just a balancing issue or that was to do with some asshole cheating. I'm not sure. Probably the former rather than the latter, but you know. The other cons is, of course, the damage numbers that you're seeing. I fucking hate that. I really don't like fucking damage numbers in a first-person game. I didn't like it in Borderlands, but at least in Borderlands it had a purpose, because you wanted to see how much damage your rifle was doing compared to everybody else's. It has no purpose here because every gun is the same. Every gun is stock. There is no customization for damage type, ammo type, none of that crap. You're all using bog standard guns that all do the same damage, so what's the point of having damage numbers? Only to show that you're getting a critical shot, which, again, that this is not an MMO, and this is not an RPG. This is a first-person shooter. It's a little fucking thing that irks me, but it irks me, and it shouldn't be there. I know you can turn it off in the options. I figured that out after I played the beta, but it's kind of stuck in the beta, which is annoying. The other issue I have, the other con I would probably say, is map design. Now, they only gave us 2 maps, and you'll see the other one later on in the video, which is the sort of hellscape one, and they had an industrial type one. Now, the industrial type one and this one, they don't feel very different. There isn't a lot of unique map design in this, which I'm kind of upset about, because if you're going to throw up a beta, especially for a multiplayer game mode, something that Doom has not done before, then you should be showing some really diverse maps, and both of them are very orange. That is the feeling I get from both those maps. There is a lot of brown and there is a lot of orange. There's not a lot of diversity when it comes to color palette. There's not a lot of diversity when it comes to map design and feel, because they're going for tight arena maps, which is fine because it's an arena shooter. I get that, but there is other colors in the palette apart from gunmetal grey, shitty ass brown, and orange. You know, there has to be a little bit more diversity when it comes to the palette when you're playing a game like this. But I mean, that's just me, personal preference. I'm sure some of you will love these maps and think they're freaking great and all the rest of it. I personally don't. Size I think is fine, because of the arena type shooter, you're not going to have to run forever to find an enemy. You're wanting to be right in the thick of it when you respawn, which is fine. For that, they've got it right. Other thing is like lag balancing. That has to be an issue, because this was an international beta, so I was playing with Russian, German, American, UK and Europe players all at the same time. And normally the game ran fine, which is a testament to their server capacity and their streamlining, but there was issues when it came to carrying out assassination animations, which some of them were getting triggered way before they were even in range, which is lag. It's not to do with the player, it's to do with the fact that the player on their side is seeing things a few seconds ahead of what you're seeing. So it kind of feels a bit like freaking the old Halo 2 days of Host, you know, where the host would see things slightly ahead of everybody else, so the host could usually be the best player in the game and stuff like that. It's going to be one of those things that they're going to have to balance out. The pros, however, it is a fast-paced shooter, arena style, definitely in the path of Quake and Unreal Tournament, those sort of gameplays. Fast, furious, frenetic gameplay, which lends itself more to quick reactions rather than strategy, which is great for people who just want to pick up and play. So if you want to pick up and play a game, this will work. Don't jump into this from games like Battlefield or COD and think, oh, well, you know, I'm going to be amazing at this, because it's a whole different kind of gameplay. It's an older style of gameplay, something that myself, being an older gamer, enjoys, because it is sort of nostalgic, you know, going back to these sort of days of fast shooting, die, respawn, go back in, get multi-kills, do that sort of thing. It was fun. So, that's definitely a pro. They've added a lot of customization for your armors and stuff. The only issue being that they give you all these colors and all these abilities, you know, to add dirt and rust and scratches to your armor, to customize your guns any way you see fit, you know, add color palettes and all that sort of stuff to your gun. But it's kind of pointless in situations like this. We're playing a team deathmatch. Everybody in my team is blue. Everybody in their team's red. So it's entirely fucking pointless having those sort of customizations and stuff, because you don't get to see them unless you're playing a standard deathmatch, which I don't know why they didn't throw into the game, because they only gave us 2 game modes, which was Team Deathmatch and Warpath is fucking horrendous. It's like a picture Capture the Flag or King of the Hill, where the hill is constantly moving, like not just staying in one spot for 2 minutes and then moving again. The thing is in constant motion throughout the map at a walking pace, which was it was bad to play. I never had one good match of that. Team Deathmatch was more along my lines, more my speed. There isn't really much else to say about the game. I mean, it's fun. I mean, it's a bonus. It definitely feels more like the old Dooms, you know, like Doom 1, Doom 2, and Final Doom, or Ultimate Doom when it came out later, than Doom 3. So please don't get this confused with Doom 3. This, if you're picking this up thinking, oh, I really enjoyed Doom 3, I'm going to like this, you're not. You're going to fucking hate this if you like Doom 3. Doom 3 was very slow, it was very atmospheric, it was more about, you know, the dread of being stuck in a fucking place full of demons and shit, and you only had your flashlight and limited ammunition and stuff like that. That is not this game. This game is, you have practically fucking unlimited ammo, shoot everything until nothing even moves. That's the sort of stuff you're dealing with. And unfortunately, because Doom never had a multiplayer focused mode in the original games, it had a co-op later on, 4-player co-op, which I really hope they add into this, because that could actually be quite fun. They had to shoehorn this in, and it does feel, again, Unreal Tournament. It's basically that. Or like Tribes. You know, any of these sort of fast-paced multiplayer games where you can't take 3 steps without getting shot in the dick. That's what you're dealing with. So if that's not for you, don't fucking look at this game. Seriously. But I'm gonna give you final thoughts at the minute, because I've been kind of harsh on it, and it's not really fair. I mean, it is legitimately fun. I've played it for about 5 hours, and I did have fun with it. You know, there's something very satisfying about getting a triple kill with a double shotgun and running about and, you know, headbutting these fools in the face and stuff. I mean, there is a lot of fun to be had, and the customization involved, as you're seeing right now, is not horrible. There's a lot of customization to be had. The only problem I'm going to mention is it's nothing new. There's nothing in this game that is going to blow your socks off as gamers. There's nothing that's going to thrill you. There's nothing that's going to be like, oh my god, that is an amazing feature, I'm so glad they added that. Because everything that's been done in this game has been done before. The armor customization and the weapon customization, Halo 5 sticks out in my mind as one of the things that they've copied. The perk system, COD, the game modes feel like Halo They feel like freaking tribes. They feel like every other, even freaking there's some things here that remind me of Nosgoth, you know, of other multiplayer, fast-paced games like that. And even the aesthetic isn't amazing. I mean, it's a cool world, and they've definitely put some effort into building it up. And Bethesda's really good at story, so I'm hoping that's where the true fruit in this game is going to be found, because Bethesda know how to do story. It's one thing we've known from Fallout and Skyrim and these other games. We know they're good behind story, but there's nothing in the multiplayer mode that's going to fucking rock your socks off. So take what you will from this gameplay footage. Take what you will from my comments. I don't want to freaking influence anybody's mind. If you want to buy this game on May 13th when it launches, by all means go for it. I'll probably be picking it up just to have a look at the story mode, because that's what I'm really interested in. The multiplayer, it's an alright feature, and it's good to waste a couple of hours in if you've got nothing else to do. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I'm working on the next stream hits, and we'll see what happens when it comes. But remember to keep up with the Twitch channel, which is www.twitch.tv/RVBShard for live streams. And we've also got a Steam group, which is Shard Productions Let's Play, which is SP-LP, SPU-LP. You'll find us in the Steam group, and that has a even more expanded amount of stuff that we do, including competitions and stuff like that you guys can join in on. So thanks for watching, and peace out.